Hello Immortal News family and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 9. Virginia Halas McCaskey, the trailblazing owner of the Chicago Bears and one of the most influential figures in the history of the National Football League, NFL, passed away at the age of 102. As the daughter of George Halas, the legendary founder of the Bears, she played a pivotal role in maintaining the franchise's rich legacy and family ownership, making her one of the longest tenured owners in professional sports history. Born on January 5, 1923 in Chicago, Illinois, Virginia was raised with football in her blood. She attended Drexel University, where she studied business management with aspirations of working alongside her father. Though she initially planned to support the team from behind the scenes, fate had other plans. When her younger brother George "Muggs" Halas Jr. passed away in 1979, she became the rightful heir to the Bears, officially taking ownership in 1983 following her father's death. Under her ownership, the Chicago Bears continued to be a pillar of the NFL, winning Super Bowl 20 in 1985 with one of the greatest teams in league history. She led the franchise through decades of change while upholding the values and traditions set forth by her father. Her commitment to excellence, integrity, and family involvement kept the Bears in the Halas McCaskey lineage for over a century, making it the longest-standing family-owned team in the NFL. Beyond football, Virginia was known for her strong Catholic faith, devotion to family, and commitment to philanthropy. She and her late husband, Ed McCaskey, whom she married in 1943, raised 11 children and had over 40 grandchildren and great-grandchildren. She valued faith, family, and football as inseparable aspects of life, and carried these principles into every decision she made for the Bears. Despite her private nature, she left a lasting impact on women in sports, being one of the few female NFL owners and a respected figure in the league. In 2023, she was named a semi-finalist for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, a testament to her enduring influence. Virginia Halas McCaskey's legacy will forever be intertwined with the Chicago Bears, the NFL, and the evolution of football. Your tributes to Virginia Halas McCaskey. Number 8. Irv Gotti, born Irving Domingo Lorenzo Jr. on June 26, 1970 in Queens, New York, was a visionary record producer, music executive, and the founder of Murder Inc. Records. His contributions to hip-hop and R&B shaped an entire era, and his influence remains deeply embedded in the music industry. He played a pivotal role in launching the careers of Jay-Z, DMX, Ja Rule, and Ashanti, producing some of the most defining hits of the late 1990s and early 2000s. Growing up in Hollis, Queens, he was surrounded by hip-hop culture. His early passion for music led him to DJing and scouting talent. His first major break came in 1996 when he produced Can I Live for Jay-Z's debut album Reasonable Doubt. His work caught the attention of Def Jam Recordings, and in 1997 he helped secure a deal for DMX. He served as the executive producer on DMX's debut album It's Dark and Hell is Hot, which became a massive success, selling over 4 million copies. In 1999, he co-founded Murder Inc. Records with his brother Chris Gotti under Def Jam. The label quickly rose to prominence, producing chart-topping albums for Ja Rule, Ashanti, and Lloyd. He was instrumental in shaping Ja Rule's signature blend of hip-hop and R&B, with hits like Always on Time, Between Me and You, and Mesmerize dominating the airwaves. Ashanti's debut album, heavily produced by him, became a cultural phenomenon, selling over 3 million copies in the US alone. Beyond producing, he helped redefine the music video era, creating visually compelling stories that matched the energy of his artists. His impact extended into television when he created the BET series Tales, bringing his storytelling to a new medium. Despite facing legal challenges, including a 2005 money laundering trial in which he was acquitted, he remained a respected figure in the industry. His passion for music and business led him to relaunch Murder Inc. in 2013 under his new label, Visionary. He passed away on February 5, 2025, at the age of 54 due to complications from multiple strokes and diabetes. He is survived by his 3 children. His legacy lives on through the countless artists he mentored, the music he helped create, and the impact he had on hip-hop culture. Tributes to Irv Gotti continue to pour in, celebrating a life dedicated to music and innovation. Tributes to Irv Gotti. Number 7. Will Cagle was an American race car driver whose impact on modified stock car racing spanned decades. Born in Tampa, Florida on December 24, 1938, he became one of the most accomplished and respected drivers in the sport. His career was defined by an unparalleled dominance on dirt tracks across the East Coast, with over 415 feature wins and 26 championships to his name. Cagle's passion for racing ignited at a young age, and he began competing in stock cars in 1953 at just 15 years old. Recognizing the opportunities for greater competition and prize money, he relocated to the Northeast in 1959, where he cemented his legacy. He became a formidable presence at tracks such as Albany-Saratoga Speedway in New York, Langhorne Speedway in Pennsylvania, and Orange County Fair Speedway, where he achieved some of his most memorable victories. One of his most impressive feats came in 1973 when he won 17 of 21 feature races at Weedsport Speedway, securing the first of his 6 track championships there. His skill behind the wheel, combined with his strategic approach to racing, made him a feared competitor and a respected figure in the racing community. Fans and fellow drivers often admired his technical knowledge, precision on the track, and relentless drive to win. In 1985, Cagle's racing career came to an end following a severe leg injury at Weedsport Speedway when his car's driveshaft broke. Despite no longer competing, he remained deeply involved in the sport. He took on leadership roles, serving as the general manager at Orange County Fair Speedway and later promoting Florida's East Bay Raceway and USA International Speedway. His efforts helped nurture the next generation of racers and contributed to the continued growth of dirt track racing. Cagle's achievements earned him widespread recognition, and he was inducted into several prestigious halls of fame, including the Northeast Dirt Modified Hall of Fame, the New York State Stock Car Association Hall of Fame, and the Eastern Motorsports Press Association Hall of Fame. His influence on the sport extended beyond his victories, as he became a mentor and ambassador for modified racing. Cagle passed away at the age of 86, following complications from a head injury sustained in a fall at his home. His legacy lives on in the tracks where he raced, the drivers he inspired, and the fans who admired his passion and dedication. Tributes to Will Cagle. Number 6. Felipe Montemayor was a Mexican professional baseball player whose career left a lasting impact on the sport, both in his home country and in Major League Baseball. Born on February 7, 1928, in Monterrey, Nuevo León, Mexico, Montemayor became one of the few Mexican-born players to reach the majors in the early 1950s. His dedication to the game spanned more than 2 decades, making him a beloved figure in the baseball community. Nicknamed Clipper, Montemayor was a talented outfielder who played 64 games for the Pittsburgh Pirates across 2 seasons, in 1953 and 1955, A left-handed batter and thrower, he stood 6 feet 2 inches tall and brought athleticism and skill to the field. His journey to the major leagues was one of perseverance and determination, representing his country with pride at a time when few Latin American players had made their mark in the big leagues. Montemayor made his MLB debut on April 14, 1953, facing Joe Black of the Brooklyn Dodgers. While his time in the majors was brief, he left an unforgettable mark on May 1, 1955, when he hit home runs in both games of a doubleheader against the St. Louis Cardinals. These 2 home runs, his only in the major leagues, came off pitchers Floyd Woodridge and Gordon Jones, showcasing his power and clutch hitting ability. Beyond his time in Major League Baseball, Montemayor had a prolific career in the Mexican League, where he played for 14 seasons. His impact in Mexico was significant, and he was recognized as one of the country's most respected and accomplished players. Additionally, he played in the Cuban Winter League with Cienfuegos, where he led the league in triples and achieved the rare feat of hitting grand slams in back-to-back games in December 1952. Montemayor's contributions to baseball extended beyond his performance on the field. He was a trailblazer for Mexican athletes, proving that talent from his country could compete at the highest levels. His legacy continues to inspire young players aspiring to follow in his footsteps, and his name remains an important part of Mexico's rich baseball history. Felipe Montemayor passed away at the age of 96. His contributions to the game will not be forgotten, and his memory will live on through the generations of players and fans he inspired. Honor his remarkable career, his pioneering spirit, and his unwavering love for the game of baseball. Tributes to Felipe Montemayor. Number 5. Michael Burawoy was a British sociologist renowned for his contributions to Marxist social theory and public sociology. Born on June 15, 1947 in England, he became one of the most influential voices in contemporary sociology. His groundbreaking work, Manufacturing Consent, Changes in the Labor Process Under Monopoly Capitalism, remains a cornerstone in the study of industrial labor, offering profound insights into the relationship between workers and management under capitalist conditions. Burawoy's academic journey began with a degree in mathematics from Christ's College, Cambridge in 1968. His passion for sociology led him to Zambia, where he pursued a master's degree at the University of Zambia while working as a researcher. Later, he completed his doctoral studies at the University of Chicago, producing an ethnographic study on industrial workers that would shape his future research. In 1976, Burawoy joined the University of California, Berkeley, where he became a professor of sociology. His tenure at Berkeley saw him take on key leadership roles, including chairing the sociology department multiple times. His influence extended beyond the university, serving as president of the American Sociological Association, ASA, in 2004 and the International Sociological Association, ISA, from 2010 to 2014. Burawoy's research spanned multiple continents, from studying factory workers in Chicago and Hungary to examining industrial conditions in post-Soviet Russia. His methodological approach, rooted in participant observation and ethnography, provided unique perspectives on labor, socialism, and capitalism. He further refined the extended case method, a research strategy that allows sociologists to connect local observations with broader social theories. Perhaps his most lasting contribution was his advocacy for public sociology, a movement dedicated to making sociological knowledge accessible and relevant to wider society. His ASA presidential address in 2004 formally introduced the concept, distinguishing public sociology from policy-oriented, professional, and critical sociology. He encouraged scholars to engage with the public, shaping debates on labor, inequality, and democracy. Burawoy's life was tragically cut short when he was struck by a speeding driver in Oakland. His passing was met with an outpouring of tributes from sociological communities worldwide, recognizing him as a scholar of immense integrity and intellectual rigor. Tributes to Michael Burawoy. Number 4. Amos Smith was an American chemist and distinguished academic, best known for his pioneering work in the total synthesis of complex natural products and the study of chemical communication, including mammalian pheromones. Born in the United States, Smith became a leading figure in organic chemistry, leaving an indelible mark on scientific research and education. Smith's career was largely defined by his tenure at the University of Pennsylvania, where he held the prestigious Rhodes-Thompson Professorship of Chemistry. His contributions to synthetic organic chemistry advanced the field in profound ways, particularly in the development of new organic reactions, medicinal chemistry applications, and the synthesis of bioactive molecules with pharmaceutical potential. His groundbreaking research not only expanded the understanding of natural product synthesis, but also contributed to drug discovery and biomedical advancements. Beyond his work at the University of Pennsylvania, Smith held a co-appointment at the Monell Chemical Senses Center, where he explored the intricate chemistry of sensory perception. His research on mammalian pheromones and chemical communication provided valuable insights into how organisms interact with their environments on a molecular level. His expertise was internationally recognized, earning him a seat on the ESPCI Paris Tech Scientific Council and election as a Fellow of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. Among his many accolades, Smith received the Royal Society of Chemistry's Perkin Prize for Organic Chemistry in 2015, an honor that highlighted his continued outstanding contributions to new organic reaction development, complex natural product total synthesis, and new small molecules for medicinal chemistry. His work not only influenced academic circles but also had practical implications in pharmaceutical and material sciences. Smith passed away under tragic circumstances at the age of 80. His death was deeply felt across the scientific community, with colleagues, students, and institutions mourning the loss of a brilliant mind and dedicated educator. His legacy continues through the advancements he championed and the many chemists he mentored. His research will remain a cornerstone of organic chemistry, inspiring future discoveries for years to come. Tributes to Amos B. Smith. Number 3. Satoru Abe was an American sculptor and painter whose work bridged Eastern and Western artistic traditions, leaving an enduring legacy in the world of modern art. Born in Moiliili, a district of Honolulu, Hawaii, in 1926, Abe became one of Hawaii's most influential artists, known for his mastery of welding and sculpture. His evocative copper and bronze creations, as well as his abstract paintings, continue to inspire generations of artists and admirers. Abe's artistic journey began at President William McKinley High School, where he took art lessons from Shirley Shemina Hopper Russell. After high school, he briefly worked for the Dairymen's Association before deciding to pursue art as a lifelong career. In 1947, he studied under Hon Chu Hee, which led him to New York City, where he attended the Art Students League of New York. Under the guidance of artists like Yasuo Kuniyoshi, George Gross, and Louis Bouch, Abe refined his craft and developed his unique artistic voice. Returning to Hawaii in 1950 with his wife Ruth and their daughter Gail, Abe found inspiration and mentorship from local artist Isami Doi, whose influence helped shape his evolving style. Initially focused on painting, Abe later transitioned into sculpture after learning welding techniques from Bompei Akagi in 1951. The two artists conducted groundbreaking experiments with copper, which would define much of Abe's later work. During this period, Abe became a founding member of the Metcalfe Chateau, a collective of 7 Asian American artists, including Edmund Chung, Tetsuo Ochikubo, Jerry T. Okimoto, James Park, and Tadashi Sato. Their 1954 group exhibition helped elevate the visibility of contemporary Asian American artists in Hawaii and beyond. Abe's return to New York in 1956 marked a pivotal moment in his career. His work gained recognition at the Sculpture Center, leading to increased opportunities, including a prestigious Guggenheim Fellowship in 1963. By 1970, Abe returned to Hawaii permanently, receiving a National Endowment for the Arts Artist in Residence grant, which further cemented his influence in the art community. Satoru Abe passed away at the age of 98. His impact on the art world remains profound, as his work continues to be displayed in galleries and public spaces, inspiring future generations of artists. tributes to Satoru Abe. Number 2. Ulises Droghei was an Argentine actor, model, and artistic skater who left a lasting impact on the entertainment industry. Born on October 20, 1993 in El Bolsón, Argentina, he pursued a career that spanned theater, film, television, and advertising, captivating audiences with his talent and dedication. His early years were marked by his passion for artistic skating, in which he not only excelled but also shared his expertise as a coach at the Municipal School of El Bolsón. Seeking to expand his artistic career, he later moved to Buenos Aires, where he dedicated himself fully to acting. Droghei gained recognition in film for his leading role in Una Gran Noche, directed by Mariano Chirigliano, where he starred alongside Denise Gomez Rivero. His performance in the film showcased his ability to bring depth and charisma to his characters. In television, he was known for his participation in the hit series Soy Luna, as well as various entertainment and talk shows, including Bienvenidos a Bordo and El Show del Problema. His theater career included a role in Las de Enfrente, directed by Alejandro Zanga, and performances with the comedy group El Joker Argentino, where he demonstrated his versatility as an entertainer. In advertising, he worked on commercials for brands like Sprite, becoming a recognizable face beyond the stage and screen. His sudden passing at the age of 31 left a profound sense of loss among colleagues, friends, and fans. The Argentine Association of Actors expressed their sorrow with a heartfelt message honoring his contributions to the arts, recognizing his work across multiple disciplines and his role as a mentor in the world of artistic skating. Many of his colleagues shared their grief, including Gloria Fichera, who worked with him in Una Gran Noche. She recalled him as a wonderful person and a talented actor, expressing shock and sadness at his passing. Her words echoed the sentiment of many who had the privilege of working alongside him. These blows from life are impossible to understand. You had a whole life ahead of you. Rest in peace, Ulises. Ulises Droghei's legacy lives on through his work in film, television, theater, and advertising, as well as in the memories of those who knew and admired him. His talent, kindness, and passion for the arts will continue to inspire those who follow in his footsteps. Tributes to Ulises Droghei. What's trending on the internet? News 1. Travis frontman Fran Healy was rushed to the hospital after suffering a serious ankle injury during a concert in Seattle, Washington. The 51-year-old singer was wheeled out of the venue on a stretcher after twisting his ankle while stepping off stage at the Showbox on Monday night. The Scottish rock band is currently on their Raise the Bar North American tour, which kicked off in January. Despite the injury, Healy remains in good spirits and reassured fans that the tour will continue. In a video update on the band's Instagram, Healy explained, "If anyone saw me being wheeled out of the venue, it's because I seriously twisted my ankle as I was waving goodbye. It twisted back to front and we thought it was broken. Fortunately, doctors confirmed it was a severe sprain, not a fracture." Now wearing a walking boot, Healy joked, "When you see me in Salt Lake City, you can all laugh at my space shoe." Despite his injury and painkillers, Healy remains upbeat, adding, "The show must go on." Travis is set to perform next in Denver, Colorado, as Healy continues his recovery on the road. News 2. The BBC's new sitcom Amandaland, a spin-off from the hit series Motherland, is receiving glowing reviews, with critics calling it hilarious and heartfelt. The show sees Lucy Punch reprise her role as Amanda, the overbearing and competitive mother who became a fan favorite in the original series. Now recently divorced, Amanda must navigate raising teenagers in a new neighborhood, trading Chiswick's Waitrose for South Harlesden's Tesco Metro. Critics are calling the show a comedic triumph, with The Independent declaring it will make you howl with laughter. The Telegraph praised Punch and co-star Dame Joanna Lumley calling them a dream comic double act. The Guardian lauded the show's sharp writing, noting, "Spin-offs are always a risk, but Amanda was a sure bet." The show, written by the original Motherland team, brings fresh humor with a romantic comedy twist, making it more lighthearted than the original. With its sharp wit, relatable parenting moments, and social satire, Amandaland is already being called a modern classic, proving that Amanda's world is just as entertaining as ever. News 3. Britney Spears was recently spotted spending time with Paul Solis and his children, further fueling speculation about their on-again, off-again relationship. The 43-year-old pop icon was seen at Lily Pad Playground in San Fernando Valley, California, where she helped watch two of Solis's children while he took another child to a nearby dentist appointment, according to Page 6. The entire outing was reportedly brief, lasting less than an hour. Eyewitnesses told TMZ that Spears was left alone by other parents, who recognized her but did not approach or disturb her. Spears and Solis first made headlines in August 2023, after she split from Sam Asghari. Originally hired to perform maintenance work at her home, Solis later became a regular presence in Spears' life. However, concerns have been raised about his past legal troubles, including misdemeanor and felony charges. Despite this, Spears and Solis have been seen together multiple times. Meanwhile, Spears remains focused on her own family relationships, having recently reunited with her 18-year-old son Jaden James after a period of estrangement. As fans speculate on Spears' next chapter, the singer continues to make headlines for both her personal life and public appearances. News 4. Kanye West has opened up about his health journey, revealing that he was misdiagnosed years ago and now believes he has autism instead of bipolar disorder. During a recent appearance on the Download podcast with Justin LeBoy, the 47-year-old rapper shared that his wife, Bianca Censori, encouraged him to seek a second opinion. "My wife took me to do that because she said, something about your personality doesn't feel like it's bipolar. I've seen bipolar people before." West was first diagnosed with bipolar disorder in 2016 following a psychiatric emergency. However, he now claims that a new evaluation pointed toward autism. "Come to find that it's really a case of autism that I have," West stated. He explained that his condition causes intense focus on certain topics, comparing it to the film Rain Man. "When people tell me not to do something, I just get fixated on it." West also confirmed he has stopped taking medication since his new diagnosis. "I haven't taken the medication since I found out that it wasn't bipolar," he said. His revelation has sparked discussions among fans and mental health advocates, with many awaiting further details. News 5. Kansas City sports reporter Adán Manzano has tragically passed away while in New Orleans covering Super Bowl 59. The news was confirmed by Telemundo Kansas City and Tico Sports, where Manzano was a key part of their sports broadcasting team. KGKC, Telemundo KC's parent station, has not released details on his cause of death, but confirmed that they are cooperating with law enforcement in an ongoing investigation. Manzano was a rising star in sports journalism, covering his third consecutive Super Bowl for Telemundo KC. The network honored his legacy, stating, "Adán was a true professional and a passionate journalist who made a lasting impact on the community. He will be deeply missed." Tico Sports also shared a heartfelt tribute, recognizing Manzano as a talented broadcaster, dedicated father, and beloved colleague. Adán was an enthusiastic and energetic team player, respected and admired by many. His loss is deeply felt. Originally from Mexico City, Manzano relocated to Topeka, Kansas in 2018, later earning a degree from Kansas State University. His wife, Ashley Boyd, tragically passed away in a car accident last year, leaving behind their young daughter, Eleanor. Manzano's contributions to journalism earned him recognition from the Kansas Association of Broadcasters in 2024. His legacy will continue to inspire those who knew him. Number 1. Gordon Marshall was an Anglo-Scottish professional football goalkeeper whose career spanned 22 years in both Scottish and English football. Born in Surrey, England, in 1939 and raised in Edinburgh, Scotland, he became a respected figure in the sport, known for his skill, dedication, and leadership on the pitch. He began his professional career with Heart of Midlothian, making his debut at just 17 in 1956. Within a year, he became the club's first-choice goalkeeper and played a pivotal role in one of the most successful eras in Hearts' history, He was instrumental in their 1957-58 league-winning campaign and was a key part of the 1959-60 team that won both the Scottish League and the League Cup. In 1963, he was signed by Newcastle United for £18,000. He helped the club secure promotion to the First Division in 1964-65, becoming a crucial part of their rebuilding efforts. After several years in England's top flight, he moved to Nottingham Forest in 1968, though his time there was short. Returning to Scotland, he played for Hibernian, Celtic, Aberdeen and Arbroath. While his role at Celtic and Aberdeen was primarily as a backup, he made a notable appearance for Celtic in the European Cup against Bold Club 1003. His final years as a player were spent at Arbroath, where he helped the club maintain its top-flight status before retiring in 1978. Despite his Scottish ancestry, Marshall was classified as English under the eligibility rules of the time, which restricted national team selection to the country of birth. He played for England at the under-23 level and was reportedly considered by Sir Alf Ramsey for the senior squad, though he ultimately did not make the final selection for the 1966 World Cup winning team. After retirement, he transitioned to business, running a newsagent's in Edinburgh while staying involved in football as a dedicated Hearts supporter. His love for the game extended to his children, with his son Gordon Marshall Jr. becoming a professional goalkeeper and earning a full cap for Scotland, while his other son Scott played as a defender for Arsenal, Southampton, and Brentford. His daughter Leslie achieved success in basketball, representing Scotland's national team. Gordon Marshall passed away at the age of 85. His impact on Scottish and English football remains significant, with his contributions and achievements remembered by fans and players alike. Tributes to Gordon Marshall. Dennis Richmond, a pioneering journalist and Bay Area icon, was a steadfast and authoritative presence in television news for over 4 decades.